Well, who says life is fair? Well, where is that written? Life isn't always fair. Well, who says life is fair? Well, where is that written? Life isn't always fair. Well, well, who says life is fair? Well, where is that written? Life isn't always fair. Well, who says Life isn't always fair. Well, who says life isn't fair? Where is that written? Life isn't always fair. Well, who says life isn't fair? Where is that written? Life isn't always fair.
Hi, everybody. Sebastian speaking live from the Happy Pond studio, which is my place. I'm with teacher Louis. Hi, Louis.
Hello, nice to meet you, everyone.
Yes, so teacher Louis is also a teacher within Happy Pond. And today we are gathering for our special event that we do every 3 months, the Happy Ponds League. So, just some piece of information for those who do it for the first time. Number one, we have 14 teams, and these teams are only populated with the Happy Pond members. So these teams were created by Happy Pond members, by kids of students of Happy Pond, the names and the logos. And they face off 4 times a year, and it's in the same fashion as a football championship, for example, like the Premier's League. So every time each team are going to face each other, they're going to get out of there with a certain amount of points that will add up. And at the end of the year, we'll add up all these points to see who comes on the top. At the moment, the Fireballs, also in French, les boules de feu, are leading the pack because they've been very consistent. They've been entering massively every tournament, and they have very strong players. But I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen today. If there's a possible comeback from the Beast team, for example, who has their strongest members present today. And yes, and all the other teams I think we're going to present them later down the line. One last reminder, this tournament will grant 100 points to every participant, plus 10 per victories. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tournament. Teacher Louis, do you have any comments on these informations?
Not at all. As it's my first tournament with Happy Pond, I will be discovering in the same time as you about all the different players that we have.
Yes, exactly. Before we start in 2 minutes now. So the countdown, I need to hurry up. Basically, we have other piece of information. Hi, everyone. We have other piece of information, which is we're going to hold over the board tournament in March. It's going to be, we don't know yet the location, probably maybe in Alliance Française, but we'll come back to you with this information. Meanwhile, just be ready. We'll make an announcement on the special day for March, but March Happy Pond tournament. And we're glad to announce that we have our own Elo system. So if you enter the Happy Pond tournament, you will get a Happy Pond Elo. And we have our algorithm that is extremely similar to the one that the real FIDE Elo algorithm. And a lot of, actually, I think 43 of our students already have a Elo ranking. You can see it on our website on happypondchess.com in the leaderboard menu. I think my voice is already giving up. Louis, I hope you have some stamina today.
Yeah, let's see. I'm waiting for the games.
Yes.
Just have 45 seconds more to wait.
Yes, very exciting. So we have 7 people for now. I think there should be a little bit more soon, but it's drawing closer. So I'm wondering if we're going to have this tournament with 7 people. I think it would be by far the least populated edition, as we had like 20 more in every past tournaments. But, you know, better for those showing up, right? Their team will grow more points.
As I see, we have two players from each of the first three teams, and then we have 1 players for the 4 teams. So,
which is a bit sad for him, yeah. All right, it's about to start.
All right, let's wait for the first games.
Yep, let's see what we're gonna have. And it's on.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one. So let me introduce those 2 players. So we have Titan, a student of teacher Rajesh, excellent player, very good board vision, from what I know, but plays a bit too fast, as you can see. It's like they're on a race. Clement can play slower, but if he gets drags along, you can see that could be very fast as well on his side. So let's see if he'll be able to slow down. Clement is also a very strong player. He's a student of mine. good tactical player, very balanced, good in strategy as well. But a blunder can come at any moment.
It's
So I'll let you comment this opening.
it's playing fast in both sides. Actually, we can see that not so long time ago, when players start with 5 minutes, both of them were above 5 minutes. So now it starts to slow down. Hopefully, we take more time to think as the position is closing. Just let's see who will attack first. I saw some double threat here from the whites. Could be interesting.
And we got some pin going on. Can you highlight the pins and you know how to do the arrows, right?
Mm,
It's the right click when you're on the board.
ah, I just
Yeah.
discovered
You
that.
can do the right click. Yes, that.
Ah, yeah, we have some threat here definitely. I would
Yeah.
consider it. I mean, a sacrifice of the bishop, and then coming with the queen, and probably coming with the knight could be some interesting threat. We have another one here actually, from the blacks. Let's see if they will react to that or not.
So threatening the fork, right? Just so you know, you can also draw arrows if you hold back the right button on the mouse. If you hold it down,
Ah,
yes, like that.
okay, that's
So
interesting to know.
the fork is happening, right? Isn't
Um,
it?
yeah, it could be, except if the white decide to make a beautiful
Wow.
sacrifice here. But it's a bit of, I would say, a bet. Maybe it's a bet. Maybe I didn't calculate enough to know that it will work. Let's see
I
what.
have to say, as black, I would be relaxed if that happened because of my knight on f6. This knight is so powerful when it comes down to castle defense,
Yeah, that's definitely true.
but
Hopefully,
he did not go for the fork.
yeah, they are still waiting, and we have the pin that is gone now. I don't really know why. It was such a good position, I guess. The fork still can happen.
The
Oh,
fork, the pin, yeah, finally. I think I need to do some reviewing with some of my students on fork and pins, but it's hard to say, fairly speaking. It's hard to see. Sorry, it's hard to see.
I'm still hoping for the white to do this move because I think it will bring some.
Now I agree with you. Well, that is, you would lose two pieces though, because bishop take pawn, pawn take bishop, and then queen take, and then pawn take knight, right? That would be maybe a bit too much to bear, right?
um, I think so. But it's two piece for 2 pawn, 2 pawn in front of the king. Not really a good deal, I would say, but maybe with some pressure you can stress out your opponent and it can lead to further mistakes. Who knows? Now we have a double attack on this pawn. It will lead to the white taking the control of the center of the field.
But still a piece down.
Still a piece down.
Yeah. If you are watching this and you're a student of Happy Pawn and you started a while back or a little while, a piece is extremely, extremely important. I see too many students sacking a piece for dubious reasons. You do want to keep your bishop and your knight safe as long as possible. Yes, so we have we have a free pawn in the center, don't we?
We
But he
have,
didn't.
and I try to understand the move of the whites, trying to get a pin, I guess.
So if I'm white, I'm trying to aim for a draw here. I go bishop b3, then black go bishop e6 so far, right? Looks like black wants the draw, so as white, I'm like, fine, let's do that.
It looked like the blacks didn't really realize that they already have such a huge advantage in terms of materials.
Yeah.
But now we have a different situation as we didn't have a free pawn in the middle. It's
true.
not free anymore.
Queen d1. What's the idea, Clement? Answer me.
I think we will need to wait to know what is his idea. Because maybe there is something to do. The black queen don't have a lot of space. Oh, there is a knight as well. Trying to find a plan for the whites, but they seems to have a little bit of initiative at first. Now they're clearly slowing down.
I think he's gonna, knowing him, Clement's favorite plan is to bring all his pieces to look toward the enemy's castle and to just fire up. So let's see if that's gonna happen. And I would like to give some props to Titan, because I did say he was playing fast and he's shown me that I was wrong. He's able to play slowly. So I apologize.
They actually both show up that they can take time to think, and the reason why they played fast at first might be because they know each other, or they know at least the opening that they seem to practice a lot.
Can I ask you to move on another game, because there is what I call a game of titans right now. We have Afare against Trirat. I think these two guys are insanely strong. Afare, as I told you before, and as people know him, is kind of the all-time champion of Happy Pawn so far, and Trirat is a superstar on the rise. So I'm looking forward to see how these guys are gonna do that. And I would say advantage to Trirat right now. What do you think? Oh,
I
not now.
I agree. I would tend to agree. Still agree with no. Now
The
you're
pawn,
right because of the pawn in the middle.
I think without that, I like the bishop pair, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about that as well. But now we have a second pawn.
Oof. I'm not sure about that. Knight takes c6 is... Wow.
Oh, okay. Still an opportunity here for the knight.
Yeah, but white is gonna defend it, right? Like bishop. I don't know. I like bishop to d5.
Bishop d5. I like it as well. I will even go for... Yeah, I will definitely go for bishop take h3. It's just a matter of taking back a pawn, opening the castle of the whites, and getting the knight back after that.
Maybe that's the sneaky plan of Trirat, right?
Might be.
His name is Kin, by the way. So let's call him that. Okay. So here I think shouldn't waste the bishop, right? Should go like bishop. Yeah, maybe there's a good square in b6. I like it in e7, but maybe b6 is a good square. I don't know. There's gonna be d4, right?
If you go to e7, you don't have this threat here of taking the pawn, but I'm not sure that they both see it. Bishop
So
coming
now,
here seems quite a nice move, I guess.
yeah, but you still have the move the tactic you were mentioning, right? Bishop take h3 was still working here. Was it not?
Yeah, it was in some point. Yeah, it was still working. But I'm a bit confused about what they are doing in the middle, as the whites try to consolidate and not moving back at all.
I think one of the weaknesses of Rafa would be that I feel like even to this day he still uses his queen too much in the opening, and he exposed the queen too much at first. Oof. No, it's okay.
Now we have a double attack here.
Yeah.
Can be
I
interesting.
think white has a big advantage now. I think black doesn't have any threat, doesn't have any bishop pair. He's a bad pawn structure. He's about to lose a second pawn. I think it's going down.
Yes, I think so. I will tend to agree with that. I'm trying to search if they have some opportunities here.
So here the queen are gonna trade, because you gotta play bishop b6, right? or something. Don't want to hang the bishop. Yeah, I think white position is just too solid right now
Now it
compared to
starts to
black.
be too strong, and they have 2 pawns. They are 2 pawns ahead.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Black will lose the tempo because they have to move. Oh,
Ooh,
it's a free bishop.
yep, and that Rafa won't miss. I know it.
Now with a knight and a pawn, I don't really know how blacks will be able to do anything.
I agree. I think we might almost, and I would say if it wasn't Rafa, we might have stayed a bit more. But I don't think
Oh,
there's any comeback.
we have
here.
a game that finished
We got a
already.
victory from Austin.
We got a victory from Austin, and let's go back to. Oh, Clem don't have a lot of time left, but he's still holding the position. He has one bishop extra.
Wow, so he's ahead.
He is ahead.
Now. Isn't there a bishop take rook here?
Yes, definitely. I just saw it. I just saw it. Honestly,
Interesting.
I'm a bit confused with this move of pawn as it's closing for the bishop, and it's still letting the rook here. But 5 seconds on the clock, 4 seconds.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, I can tell you one thing about Clem Happy Pawn, he won't lose on time. We've played bullet game recently. He's extremely strong at that. So he's not going to fall on time. He might lose on the board, but not on time.
oh, we have a free bishop. Now it's getting tight.
Yeah, that's expensive. That is extremely expensive. And I don't want to trade if I'm white.
We
Trying to somewhat-
have a free rook. We have a free rook after that.
Wow, that hurts.
Start to be a bit messy.
That hurts a lot.
That hurts. Okay, we can appreciate the move. Oh, we have a checkmate here.
Whoa!
Wow, what a finish! What a finish! That was unexpected.
Wow. That's,
Obviously, it
that's
works.
turning the table. I think Titan is a bit upset right now. I read in the chat, bro.
Let's go back to this game. Still advantage for Rafa, as he's still.
Don't forget you can do the arrows while dragging down if you wanna. I was just saying like you were doing some circles, which is good also, but just saying. Yes, so advantage to Rafa, and we have Shimi against Ritz the Blitz.
Let's
So far
check
we have
out
the
this
Ice
game.
Dragon leading the pack.
Okay, this game just started, right? Or it started at the
Yes.
same time as the others? Can't be sure about
I
that.
think it just started.
Oh, 2 minutes ago. Okay.
So, can I say here that if I was black, I think black is already a bit in trouble. Nah, maybe not. It's just I don't like that nasty pin on the knight on f6.
On the knight
And
here.
there's always danger of knight d5 to put pressure on the pin piece. So
It will all depend about where the blacks choose to move their bishop right now. Okay,
Yeah.
so we will not have any knight in d5, definitely.
yeah, I think it was the right call to trade, even though it's sad to let the bishop go.
I will
Still.
agree with that. Where are we in this game? Okay, it seems complicated. The blacks will be able to take at least a pawn. Because we
Well,
have two
That won't
different
be
ones.
enough, right?
Such a complicated situation. But the whites still need to push to win that game. Obviously, they don't really want to protect their pawn, or they have another idea. Might be to go and take the pawn that we have. Okay. They
Ooh, there's a
should
fork,
be
isn't there?
careful.
Yeah, there's a fork. Too bad
Obviously,
he didn't hit.
the blacks only thinks to eat more points.
Yeah,
Okay.
too bad for him.
Too bad for him. He had an occasion, definitely. blacks are losing another pawn now.
Yeah, I think that's
Will
gonna be a bit
start
too
to
much.
be
No?
complicated.
Yeah,
They're trying for
good,
the final
good
rush.
team activity though.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
Oh wow, he hangs the
okay.
rook.
It looks like it will be over soon on this game.
Yep, yep.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So what do we have
Austin
here?
versus Titan. Oh,
Oh,
reads the blitz versus Shimia.
there is something obviously that we missed. As the whites have one more piece. I will go back. What happened here?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Wow. The queen.
okay.
The queen that you hated.
Okay, that was such a tough move.
Wow.
So,
Okay, so these two are my students. They're both very strong, but it looks like Ritz the Blitz, Rit Vic found an excellent fork, right?
mhm. I think the whites are such in a bad position. Most of it they should try maybe to close the game instead of opening it. As if they open everything, the queen will have a full freedom of movement, which might not be great for the whites. They actually have one bishop and one pawn for the queen, which is far away from enough.
Clearly. Clearly.
So it will be really hard to play. But as we saw in the previous game, everything can happen until the last second of the match. So
That's true.
white still have a chance, definitely. It will
Actually, I
depend.
didn't tell you, but I told them never to give up, and especially Clement Tapipon, it wasn't his first comeback. Like he's the specialist of that. He's the guy who is gonna find the one thing until the end.
Alright, I'm not really convinced by this move from the whites. I think that they should maybe let some freedom to their bishop. What will happen now? We actually have a bishop a bit stuck here in case of the blacks pushing this pawn might have some troubles here.
Yeah, I mean trading is good for black.
Yeah.
Also, you were probably thinking of the pawn structure, right? When you did d3, take
Yeah, I was
take.
thinking about. Okay, that look like a brutal opening for the whites. Um, okay. Obviously, they want to play with their two bishops, which is a positive point. They should try to play with the towers as well, if they can.
Yeah.
What will be the
So
perfect square for this queen? Oh,
wow,
this is a free queen. We have
it's
it.
now hanging.
Now
Boom,
it's not
and
even
now
a
it's
draw
back.
anymore. Now the whites. Oh,
Bishop
okay.
take rook, even,
Bi-
right?
yeah, but okay, we still have a free knight. So
Wow. Okay.
whites turn from having a queen against a bishop to having two piece extra. That's never give up. That's exactly like this. Never
Yep.
give up. You never know what your opponent will do. And now the whites are clearly ahead. Two piece extra.
Yeah.
That's
I think
such a lot.
they see a lot of good moves when it's for them, but they don't really. Would you agree with that? I think they've shown that they see checkmates, they see some good tactical patterns, but they don't really see it when it's their opponents having it.
Yes, I agree
And
with that.
I think working on defense might be something I might be looking at in the next future lessons.
So if we follow that pattern, we should say that the first who will attack should have an advantage.
Yeah.
We have a little threat interesting here. If the whites,
Mm.
if the blacks take the pawn, well, will they try to? Okay, can it work, this kind of move? Not convinced about that because of the knight, but okay. Let's see if
I
it
think
will
it
work.
works. Yeah.
I will just definitely
Yeah,
move.
but it's still
Okay.
up an exchange, right? A rook for a knight. I mean, a rook for a bishop or a knight. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It actually works. Oh, okay.
yeah.
We have, but we have also checkmate. So I have to think
Yeah, I
about
think
that.
that's the idea. It's like take my knight. I think I
Okay.
told you. I think that's what I told you. They are good at finding tactics, but not really less good at seeing the opponent's one. I think.
I'm not really convinced by this rook move. So I don't know if the whites are actually giving the knight or not. That will be a good question, I guess. But even if they were giving the knight, they still have a tower extra. Still have a rook.
Yeah, but 2 pawns for the rook. I mean, sure, the guy with the rook is better, but you gotta start to be careful, right? There's no reason to hang the knight. Indeed.
Absolutely not. So
Yes.
let's see how it will goes. At least we don't have a bishop and a queen to to have unexpected checkmate somewhere.
True.
Let's see what will happen. The whites should be quite safe now. The only threat they have to care about is actually these 2 pawns. But they don't seem to move it.
Nope.
That's the only chance last I see. Do you see anything else for the blacks?
No, and I think when you're in desperate position like this, even though it's not gonna work, like those 2 pawns could be easily stopped. Yeah, you should go for it. You should try it out, for sure.
Okay, I just opened the 3 games that we have. Let's this game on. Oh, okay. So at the end, the white decided they don't want this knight anymore, but they at least destroy the main threat. The blacks actually offer the draw.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, that's another thing. I ask them not to do that. They do it. It's like, oh, I'm losing. Do you want to draw? No.
I guess that's still a nice try, you know. If it just okay, the whites have to actually read to be sure about what they accept. Oh, I'm not sure about this move at all.
Oh, black wins. Oh my God! Wait.
Blacks were winning, and now the whites are winning again.
Yes. Could you roll back and show? Because I think from there it's gonna be over. But can you roll back and show us how black win here?
We have, I would say, not a smart move at all from the whites, and the blacks actually didn't take advantage of that. Instead of moving the king here, can just go for the rook, and they actually after that they have a winning position because of this pawn alone that cannot be stopped. But now, where are we? Okay.
Is he gonna stop the pawn though?
That's a good question.
I'm starting to worry now.
To see it.
I'm starting to worry, Louis.
Will the blacks see the checkmate or not? That's another question. Okay, they saw the checkmate. Still have his pawn. Confused about that. What will they do? Okay, they still do not really care about the pawn at all. They still have... Okay.
Okay, well.
Alright.
That's a good checkmate pattern, but yeah. You've seen a lot of back and forth, huh?
Taking risk until the last second.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a game with Clem again against Chirat. So what will happen in this game? We have a similar position, and we have the game between Rafa and Austin as well.
Okay. So,
I prefer definitely the position of the blacks. Pawn structure is much better. That's all I will say for now.
That's true. Oh, I think he wants to fight for the D file. But then what about the rook D1? The sleeping rook going to D1 to take the open file, secure it.
It could be definitely a good move. Okay.
What?
I'm
That's
confused
hanging
about
down.
this move.
Yeah.
It's just a free pawn, I guess. Alright.
This. Check. Was there any idea we missed?
If there is an idea, I don't see it yet.
Me neither.
Okay, we have a free pawn here.
Yeah, I think that's another symptom I see a lot in the student is they don't care too much about pawns, and weirdly they care even less in the end game, where it's like where you should care the most about it, right? Like if
Definitely.
you do a gambit or something, right? Why not? You still have the whole game to get it back if you get some activity for it. But at the end game, hanging like 2, 3, 4 pawns,
I mean,
it's a game changer.
looking at the position right now, I don't see so much for the whites. As black, I would just move my rook here and try to exchange one. Definitely seems to be the.
This is a free knight, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a free knights. I hope whites will at least take back the pawn, because it can be a very dangerous pawn as well.
But I think the knight had no square to go. I'm sorry, I missed it. But I think the knight was it was actually a very good move from Afare, from Rafa. I think the knight has no squares here.
That's true. The knight actually doesn't have any square.
Yeah.
So it was not a random mistake. Okay.
It's true.
We have
okay, so we're
pressure.
almost halfway through, and at the moment we have the Fireball and the Beast team leading the pack with 4 points each, which is also reflecting to the overall rankings, right? Because these two are actually the first two in the overall rankings since 2022, the start of 2022. So I think we won't have any big surprises today. Let's see.
We have one more player that joined from the Ice Dragon. Okay, so the Ice Dragon actually have 2 players now.
Yes.
Okay.
The Blitz and
So
Austin.
let's see where we are. Here we should have a victory from the whites, I guess. I will wait for this move.
You mean for the blacks?
For the blacks. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah,
So
material,
now it seems to be done. We have a rook here. Okay.
Yeah, and yet again, when it's against Rafa, I don't think there's
this game. This game is interesting. I don't know what happened.
So we've got Clement attacking the castle, eating the queen. Why am I not surprised that Clement's attacking the castle again?
That's what you said, right? That he likes to attack the castle with everything he can.
Yeah.
We saw a good example of that.
He's not dead, huh? Kin. He's still very much alive here, right?
Still have a rook and a knight for the queen. So and a pawn.
So why would you hang the pawn? And why would you hang the rook?
Now he's actually going back to lead this game.
Yeah, there was queen take pawn earlier, right? Why would he hang the rook instead of taking the pawn? Like here?
Yes, definitely. Now he's taking the pawn, actually.
Yes. A bit late, but better late than never.
Okay. That seems to be a good position for the whites now.
I agree, but this queen is dangerous and the king is very exposed.
They just need to find a way to escape.
Like,
is there a way to escape? That will be a good question. I think with three different pieces, you can protect yourself at least.
True, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Black is a bit powerless theoretically, huh?
The only thing they can do is checks, or maybe try to search for a pawn, but that's the only thing I saw. There is no free gift here anymore.
Nope. Everything is guarding each other.
Okay, so in this game we had beautiful checkmate.
Wow. Yeah. Indeed.
Wait! Oh, no. Okay. I was confused by the colors. But okay, we had a beautiful checkmate. And here as well.
Wow. Nice. Titan. Checkmating Ritz the Blitz. With
Was
the
it?
queen and rook. Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself a bit, but I feel more and more that the one topic I should study with most of these guys, who are all confirmed players, is identifying opponent plan and threats. Because I feel like it's whoever pulled the trigger first that wins every time here.
I felt
know.
like this as well. That it's a bit bet everything and
Oof. Queen tech knight.
still have hopes for the blacks, obviously.
Yeah, it's growing hopes here.
The whites should definitely try to link their tower, their rooks, just to be sure to not lose one.
I think it's over. Queen check, pawn push. What do you do on pawn push? You cannot prevent queen one coming up, I think.
You cannot
Pawn
do
push,
anything.
yeah. And then queen e1,
Yes, you will have a check here.
and it's over, I think.
We can still have a move.
Ah, yeah, rook f1, yeah.
Rook
Rook
f1
would be-
seems to be the only defense, right?
Yeah, you're right. But nope. Oh, wait, that works too, actually.
That works too. Oh, I will
Oh, wow.
definitely move. Okay.
What's going on? It's so hard. So hard to see. Oh, wow, queen now. Queen, yeah. Well done from Clement. Wow. Okay, here I'm proud. I'm very proud of the... It's not over yet, but black seems to have the upper hand now. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take a technical break. 1 minute. I'll let you add it. I'll be right back.
Okay. So I will launch all the games that we have. Try to see where we are right now. So in this game, still complicated. Oh! Now the situation changed. Everything changed again. So we have the whites winning again. That was really a game with a lot of surprise, as I don't really know how the blacks can win now. That's really a matter of never give up. Never give up, and you can always find some opportunities. I will switch game. I can see that the opening in most of games are quite similar. Everybody trying to play strategic moves, I would say, or strategic opening at least, with this kind of pawn structures that we see really commonly. Nobody's really tried to open the middle, which is a bit surprising, as at the end, most of the time, they are much more free to play when they actually have an open game, and they don't really play in close games. So let's let them both play. We still have our favorite for this tournament that is playing again against the current number 4 of the tournament. Let's see how it will go. Could have some interesting things. We have Austin against Titan. It will be quite interesting game as well. We see that in most of games, queens are actually really important for players. They play a lot with queens.
Maybe too much.
Maybe too much. That's another question. I was saying that we see the similar kind of opening with this line of pawns all the time in most of openings, but at the end they try to start all the time with a close game while they play much more freely when they have an open game, which is a bit. By the way, I wanted to show you this end that the blacks actually gave up the queen.
Oh, wow.
I can
That's something.
show you what's happened, because I think you will be as surprised as I was. We had this move here,
Checkmate. No, there was a checkmate.
and then we have a race of pawns. So never give up. That's the main point.
Wait, race of pawn. What are you talking about? White raced. Black did something with the king. What was that?
They run away during 30 moves, trying to stop every pawn in every part of the board. That was a
Not
bit
sure about
confusing,
that.
but at the end, when you have one pawn, you cannot really do anything anymore.
Yep. Well,
Okay, I will be waiting to see what Rafa will do on that game. He seems to be the one who wants to lead the attack, but we have a knight here. Okay, this was a free pawn. We have actually another pawn here that the blacks will be able to take. Toc.
yeah. So it's one. It would be one pawn for one pawn.
I would say if the blacks take this pawn, I will stand with the blacks, because I prefer their structures, pawn structures, definitely. But now everything changed again. Not convinced
Late.
about anything. Okay, in
yeah.
this game, we can see that it's quite similar about the main piece that the player use. They mainly use rooks and queens, and they tend to exchange everything else.
That's true.
And when they find the opportunity after opening the lines to exchange the rooks, they will do it as well to keep queens and pawn. That seems to be the pattern.
Interesting. And they have different teachers. I mean, some are from teacher Rajesh, some are from my students.
Okay, we have
I
a
think that's pretty much
new game here. Let's see what happened. You see, we have this pawn structure again.
I think it's because they play the Italian opening the way I taught them and not differently.
Okay, so now we know why we have this similitude between all the games.
Oh wow, white had a good position right there. I think the black king looks super exposed.
In this game?
Yeah, the rook on the 7th rank. I think the queen has to slide in and wait. So here there should be en passant, right? En passant is very strong right now.
Yes. This
But-
move actually works because let's
Queen
see.
take pawn, I guess.
Okay, we have another pawn. Another free pawn here.
Still queen take pawn. Ah no, cannot do queen take pawn.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
That's good.
now the whites are officially trying to come
But-
back.
There's even queen take h7 checkmate, right? So black has to play rook f7, which he didn't. So queen take h7 checkmate.
Oh yes, even a checkmate. Okay, that was
Yep.
brutal. That was brutal. I have nothing more to say about that.
And I'm afraid to say, Louis, that we have the fireballs closing the year the way they did all year long, which is by
Yeah,
winning
right.
most of
They
these
are
rounds.
actually taking the lead definitely now.
Yeah. And I gotta congratulate them. Strong team. They always showed up. They always delivered. So that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. what happened here? Here we have. Oh, the blacks lost another pawn. Now it will be interesting structure. Okay. I don't really like this knight. What do you think about it?
The knight on the rim is dim. I don't know. Maybe you could recycle it in G3.
I was
Bit risky,
thinking
but
about
why
that.
not? Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure that if I was the white, I would exchange definitely.
Yeah, but before you wouldn't, right? I think that was it's a bit strange from FRA because here I think black has some momentum. Sure, they are 2 pawn down. I prefer white, but there's some threats, right? The white king is exposed. As long as the rook were there, you still had some kind of defense. But now there's some queen e1, nasty queen e1 coming up. I don't know. Maybe knight f3 was the right move here, or now you have like queen to b8 check.
Yes.
Wow, that might be bad.
Okay.
That might be bad.
That might be bad, but we still have the queen here protecting all the line.
Yeah.
So can be another. Let's see what
Yeah.
whites will do. I will definitely try to bring this knight here. Can be really useful for defense.
Maybe pawn g3. Okay, comes here.
Or maybe just bring the queen.
I'm worried
Don't
about
think
stuff
too
like
much.
queen f4. Now queen f4 is
Queen-
really you're all over the place, you know, with the queen. I don't know. The knight well, the knight feels a bit alone, right? I don't know. Maybe it's okay.
It can be okay. Now we have a first threat here,
Yeah, it's true.
but it's just a pawn. But this pawn is actually quite interesting as it opens the whole column for the whole line for the queen.
Yeah.
I will probably okay. This move by taking the pawn here is actually really strong for the blacks. Depend what will the white play, as we have queen take pawn, queen take pawn, and we then have a super knight in e2 for a
Right.
beautiful
Then
fork.
you have to deal. It's a beautiful tactic. You have to deal with being 1 pawn down after, with the majority being where the king are not. So I'm afraid black would still lose. So I think black is still out attack. You know, like attack.
Yes.
I don't know how, but they have to.
Still a bit confused on how they will actually be able to attack, as the queen
I know,
seems
I
to
know.
defend everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah. True. It's really hard.
Okay, the blacks are obviously changing plan. They still... No, they cannot anymore. Oh, now they can. But not sure that it's a good move. Okay, they will...
Yeah. I think that's gonna slowly.
They should
Maybe
keep
one.
they should keep it. They should keep the queen, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened here? We will see this pattern again. I'm quite sure that this and this one will disappear, and that we will have 2 rooks and a queen.
Probably, yeah.
I could bet
So
on it.
Terra up a piece right now, right?
Yeah, the whites are actually up a bishop now. We have a lot of movement. I hear a lot of sound. Okay, we have the queen exchange.
Yeah, so it's over, I think. Oh wow, it's not even exchange. He hang a.
It's not an exchange. It's look more like a suicide.
Yeah, I think he didn't see the queen was guarding the square, something like that.
Probably. Okay, now the blacks cannot save themselves.
Nope.
Okay, let's go back to this game. Do we have other game? Yes, we have a third game. It's Clem. Did they start with the Italian opening or not? Yes.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Best opening in the world. Okay, we could definitely see the same pattern. We just need to have the 2 bishops and the 2 knights eliminated. What will
Yes.
happen? It will be a surprise.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So black to play. Yeah, need to reactivate that knight. Okay,
Okay,
trading.
it has been
Not taking
reactivated
that.
really fast.
Yeah.
Reactivated and deactivated as fast.
Well, it was a good deal for both of them. One turned his sleeping knight into an active knight. The other guy traded, right? Oh, wow. Giving up. Why is that?
I have no idea.
Hmm. Okay.
That's a
I
good
guess maybe
question.
to go on to the next game.
Okay, so this game has been cleaned with beautiful checkmate. I guess it
And the Fireballs are now taking a huge lead over the others. 16
16
points.
to 4.
Yes.
So
Titan,
I guess the
Rafa.
more interesting battle right now will be between the Beast team and the Avengers, which
Yes.
are both at 4 points, but knowing that the Avengers only have one players and they can still score quite a lot of points. So we have a player that is in a good shape today. Oh, what do we have? Okay, so we stopped here. A bit confused by this move, but okay. Maybe trying to move all the piece down, not stay in this row, in the row E, which is obviously controlled by the blacks now. I'm waiting for the exchange, just to win
Yeah,
my
that
bet.
black should do it, right? Bishop take bishop. It's actually the right move.
And they now have an extra pawn with that.
Yeah.
It's a free gift.
I don't think he had much choice though, because it was pin, right?
Yeah, it was pin.
Maybe you bring one more defense, but I don't know. Seems a bit.
We have two other games. Up and up. Okay, now we have the three games. We have Rafa against Ritz. That could be interesting game.
Very interesting one. Do you want a fun fact? Look at the record of these two guys. 4
They're
for
actually on
Rafa.
4-1.
Yes. Did you know that the only person to beat Rafa in the club
Is Ritz?
was Fritz the Blitz? Yes. Well, there was before that, there was a Misha. Was very, very strong. Was actually on par, if not better than Rafa. But he's been traveling. I mean, he's been moving out,
Hmm.
and so Rafa is was only beaten by Ritz the Blitz once. So maybe Ritz the Blitz is his dark horse.
Okay, let's see if we can actually find that. Rafa seems actually to be really confident with the blacks as he's taking the initiative in this game. We could have beautiful trap here by moving the bishop and hoping that the white will actually take the knight to have this fork after that. No time for that. Destroying the structures of the white seems more important.
Yeah, I would tend to agree because trap can also not work, right?
But as we saw in a pattern, they like to exchange all the minor pieces. So could have happened.
It's true. It's true.
I'm trying to add some statistics to see if they will exchange or not, but the truth is that blacks decide to not exchange the bishop, making my patterns lie. So this will be confusing now.
This game is wild a bit, no?
This game is
It's got
wild, and the whites just took the advantage with a free bishop.
That's true.
That was a free gift for a pawn. So are the
But-
blacks hoping that their attack is enough to value a bishop?
He had to though, because wait, you can do rook take bishop after. He's threatening rook take bishop black
Mm-mm.
because you can't capture with the king and you can't capture with the pawn. That's a real threat.
Oh yes, right. That was a good threat. That was a good threat.
It
Okay,
was
what do we have now?
not much actually.
Not much, as the queen can actually don't really move because of this threat here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and
now
it
it's more
moved.
than a threat.
Well, there's
It's
rook
a
take
give.
queen, but I think there's a checkmate also. I think there's rook take g7, king h8, rook h7, king
Yeah,
g8, queen e7, right?
you
That
actually
was a
had a
checkmate.
checkmate, but for better safety and because everything can happen, we can still take the
True.
queen for free.
That's
And we
true.
will go
That's
back to the checkmate later.
should be comfortable enough.
Okay, I heard a lot of movement in this game. Blacks, as we saw in the previous game, definitely tend to have a better pawn structures than the whites in most of the games. I mean,
Yeah,
Rafa actually tend to have better structures than his opponents almost every times. We can
that's
saw
true.
that obviously the whites are not really confident about their game, even if they don't really have material disadvantage right now. But the
Zero.
blacks didn't seems to want to draw in this game.
Yeah, I think Rafa is
Was it a trick move from Ritz Blitz trying to make Rafa think that he's not confident about his game to trick him and win?
wow, that's deep mind game. I'm not
That's
sure
deep
about that.
mind game.
I think I read a history book about chess. I think the most notable player that was playing depending on the opponent's mood, play style, and everything was Emmanuel Lasker. Like he was playing very well chess, of course, but he was also knowing very, very well the psychological state of his opponents and playing accordingly
Okay,
for the story.
interesting fact.
Yes.
Psychology can actually have a huge advantage in chess games, but maybe less in online games than in game face to face, right?
That's true. Okay, I don't see a lot of Okay, so who has white here? Clement, right? Clement happy pawn.
Clement have the
Yeah.
white.
Okay. So I
Should
think
have
it's
no problem about this game. Should not.
yeah. Wow, it's pretty impressive. He took down Titan, who is on a roll right now. He was leading the tournament, I think. Pretty impressive, if you ask me.
Um, maybe. Oh, yeah, right. You are right. You are right. And where
Oh, wow.
is Clem? Only have 2 points before that, so he will just score his.
Though I'm gonna say something, Louis. I know most of the students. This tournament was no joke. Like they are all in the top 10. So it's you see the cream of the cream here of Happy Pond. It's missing a few very strong player, of course. There are others, but they're all super strong here. So yeah, that's that.
I want to take a look back at this game because what happened was a bit surprising.
Wow.
That was surprising. And now the blacks are definitely destroying everything they can with
Yeah,
no
they're
mercy, obviously. And the whites are trying their last opportunities. Now they will try to run away, I guess. Oh, what do we have here? We have quite strong moves as well. What happened?
So
The
there's
blacks,
still bishop up here.
yeah. Okay, when did the...
What? How?
We are in move number 8.
How?
What?
No, but wait. The piece is down already.
The piece is
Like here,
down
the piece is
already.
still down.
Okay, so that was a free gift at move number 6.
Yeah, the bishop, right?
The bishop is just a free gift. Move number 5 and 6, which is a bit
strange.
surprising.
Yeah.
And as we can see right now, the whites can keep their advantage with a quite strong bishops. What will happen next?
Well, he
Okay.
got one bishop back, so he lost a knight.
He lost
then
a
he got
knight
one
first
bishop back.
and get one bishop back. Oh,
Wow, and the queen. The queen falls.
and the queen falls.
I think it's
Okay.
the revenge of a king because from what I see down, Austin beat him in their first encounter. So now it's
So now it's
the
a
table has turned.
revenge.
Yeah.
We have to keep thinking about interesting facts is that the blacks only have 53 seconds to finish the game, while the white actually have 3 minutes, which is quite important to notice, as we saw
Yes.
what can happen at the end of games.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think there's the plus 3 seconds increment. And I think here after this trade, I think black is just gonna activate the other rook. It's gonna start being ugly, I think.
Yes,
Or white.
I think so, but at least whites don't have enough now to try a random checkmate.
Yep. That's
That
true.
was the main threat. If the blacks take it seriously and just play their game and enjoy the free pawn, make everyone move, it should be fine. What about a move, rook here?
Yeah.
Could not
That's
it
a
be
pin.
interesting?
Beautiful pin.
Oh, I told you everything can happen.
Wow.
Everything
And
can
now-
happen. And now the white will be leading again.
No, I think it's still black, but
Mm.
you didn't see it. Ooh, that was
Okay.
close.
That was close. I don't know if the blacks are actually trying to play with the whites about psychology. I have no idea about that.
I don't think that's a thing. I think it's all about mistakes.
I saw, okay,
You take
white
bishop.
are trying it again, but now it's in the opposite move. I saw the rook and the king in the same line, which is could be interesting for a queen.
That's true.
I can feel the pawn coming here.
Yeah. No. I think you want to get on a black square.
Probably.
You're gonna do queen.
Okay.
I thought you would do queen f2 check, but never mind. And the tournament will end in 45 seconds. So I would recommend the players to either finish their game or offer a draw to their opponent. There's only 35 seconds left.
So the blacks actually have 30 seconds to checkmate the whites. Otherwise, they will just have a draw, right?
Yep. How sad is that?
Should
I
we
Black
write them a
Alma
message?
for a draw. I think they don't see it as you're an observer.
Ah, maybe.
So I think if I'm black here, I'm offering a draw. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1, and that's it. This game won't count.
This game won't count. Okay. So they still can finish their game, but it will not count. Oh, we had a checkmate here.
Right?
Yeah,
that had to happen. That was going to happen, right?
that was going to happen. Beautiful checkmate.
Mm.
And here as well.
The kiss of death. Okay, I think that's about it. Is there still one game going on?
It was close. That was the last game going on, and it was actually close. The blacks can finally find a checkmate, but it's a bit too late, unfortunately.
I see.
So
Okay, so
for the final ranking, we have Fireballs actually getting the best out of it with 20 points. And between the Avenger and the Beast, we have the Beast taking a slight advantage on the Avengers. Remember that Tree Rat was playing alone, so he has such a good merit for today, because he was playing alone against teams of 2 players and still finish in the middle of the scoreboard. So congratulations
Yes.
to all players. We saw some interesting games today.
And that was the closing event for 2022 for the Happy Ponds League. A very, very shy event. I hope we're going to be able to have more people on the next one. But regardless, congratulations to the Fireballs who take the cake for the 2022. And thank you for the Beast team for fighting so hard against them. And of course, you can bet the Icy Dragons, even the Avengers, are high in the rankings thanks to that. We will end the streaming soon. Before we do, I would like to say that don't forget tonight there is the second most important event of the day, which is the final of the World Cup. And you can tell from our French accents which team we're going to be cheering up for. The most important event, of course, being the Happy Ponds Brawl. But yes, so let's go, friends. And thank you very much, Louis, for hosting the event.
Thank you very
And
much, Seb, for joining me in the comments.
My pleasure.
Okay.
And see you next time, everyone.
See you next time, everyone.